Okay, so for anybody interested in the truck, it is a 98 F150. It's the 4.6. It has the Windsor heads, I guess. Nonetheless, super cab. It has 3 doors. The body isn't that, I mean, there's no rust really. There's a tiny bit on each side, which is starting kind of right down here. This was where the steps were cut off. Nonetheless, under the truck there is no rust really. I mean, you can see back there brand new catalytic converters all the way around, brand new exhaust manifolds, O2 sensors, EGR tube, lots of new stuff on the truck. You can see here I do have the wheel well, these inner wheel wells that I just haven't put back on. That's probably the most rust you'll see on this truck, are the brake lines there, but you can see new exhaust manifolds, the EGR tube, all that. Let's see, I'll show you the truck. There are some little dings in it. You can kind of see there's one there. The bed on the truck is fiberglass, so it should never rust. It is kind of scratched up, as you can see. This was a truck from Philadelphia. It was a painter's truck, and they got a little bit of concrete on the bed, this kind of stuff, scratched it up. The bed was rhino lined. Right now I'm kind of using it to haul trash once a month. So that's all this truck really does right now. The worst part of the truck, visually or cosmetically, would be the tailgate here. You can see it's pretty well beat up. It works perfectly fine, but visually, and you can see here again some of the scratches and that sort of stuff. But the truck overall looks pretty sharp, or at least I'm told. The tires are in fairly good shape. Front and back, all that. The truck will drive 70-80 miles an hour on the highway without a shake, shimmy, or anything. So it's the few times I have driven it, I don't use the truck. It's just sitting here. So the few times I have driven it, it rode great. Right now it does need a little more work because it needs plugs and wires. The inside of the truck, it's a mess right now, but as you can see, the carpet's not very great. This is the 3-door. Opens up here. Not garbage, those are recyclables. Don't worry, the truck doesn't stink. So that's basically the truck. I haven't started this about a month, so let's give it a try. Hopefully the battery's not dead. 158,000 miles. CD player, if you care for that sort of thing. Heater works great. Air conditioner works great. Everything works good, except the cruise control. It's the only thing that doesn't work. Power windows, locks, they all work. You can see there's a stain on the seat here. The carpet, like I said, the carpet's no good. If you really care for the looks of it, you'd probably want to replace the carpet. Now the windows here, they pop out, no big deal, but let's try to give it a start. It does still have a little bit of a miss after all the work I put, all the new catalytic converters and all that stuff. It still needs plugs and wires. Well, I guess the battery's not dead. You hear that miss? That's the plugs and wires there. A little hesitation. If not for that, this thing would run like a new truck. It did run like a new truck until I had this problem. thing's had all the fluids changed. This basically has had everything done to it except for plugs and wires. New fuel filter, everything. About $2,000 I've put into this. And as you can see, it's idling a little high, and it started doing that when I started getting the miss. So that's the truck. One major problem with it, I call it major because there's a crack in the windshield, but it passes inspection. Last time around it was cracked. The mechanic said it was not a problem. Inspected till July of this year. It'll pass again, no problem. Any questions? Email me.